Hi, and welcome to the next video, this video in the series of how to grow your property investing, real estate investing business through your use of LinkedIn. In this session, this video, I'm going to show you the 3 ways that you can consistently grow your connections and talk to you about why most people just don't get the results that they should and that they deserve. I'm going to give you my formula for success. But before we jump in, if you're not already following or subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe, put your notifications on so that I can notify you of other videos that I'm publishing. My commitment, as I've said before in some of the earlier videos, is to share so much stuff around how and why you should be using what I think is the most powerful platform in the world to be able to find, connect, and engage with your ideal contact anywhere in the world and help you get more success. So subscribe there. Ask me any questions you want about LinkedIn in the comments below. I will personally reply to them all. I want to give you, first of all, my formula for success. In fact, let's jump it the other way around. Let me show you how you can consistently be building your connections. We talked in the last video about how to use the search bar to search for specific types of people, like landlords, like investors. I've got property investors searching for business owners and then communicate with them saying, hey, do you want a better return on your money by investing with me? I've been coaching property investors, real estate investors for 10 years on how to find cash investors, joint venture partners, how to find deals. I've got property investors right now targeting other landlords saying, do you want to sell your portfolio, especially here in the UK, because I'm not going to get political, but the government has certainly made some interesting changes. Somebody said whacked the private property investor in the UK over the last few years with more taxation and stuff. So there's plenty of opportunity for deals on with landlords who are wanting to sell their property. So talked about the search thing. You want to be building connections consistently. Remember, your network equals your net worth. It isn't just what you know, but who you know. So I absolutely will connect with anybody. I'm searching for the right people. I showed you before, but you want to be connecting with everyone who's asked to connect with you. I might avoid the odd manufacturer in China that has got no relationship or connection with me at all, but pretty much I'm accepting every inbound invite, because remember, the more connections I have, the more second tier connections. That's connections of my connections that I can then find in future searches. So I'm accepting their invite, but the secret is you then want to message them. Hey, thanks for connecting with me. What made you decide to connect and how can I help you? Remember, the aim of LinkedIn is to get the conversation offline as quickly as possible. But also, here's one of the most underutilized, I think, strategies on LinkedIn is connecting with people who have viewed your profile. If you click through here on the home tab, and my internet connection in Spain is working fairly good, you can see here that it says who's viewed your profile. I've had 1,000 odd people. Maybe they're odd people, 1,062 people. That's in the last 90 days. It gives you a bit of a graph, but here underneath, you can see the people that have viewed your profile. Now, if it just gives you a description of them, that means they're probably more than second tier away from you, and they may have put their settings on such that they don't want to show you their full profile. I personally think they're missing an opportunity. LinkedIn for me is all about engaging, especially in the property real estate industries. You never know who we're talking to that might know someone that is interested in what you do. So you can see what it is. Now, without premium, you can only see the last 5 people that have viewed your profile. So I don't think you need premium to begin with, provided you can stay on top of jumping in each day and going, well, I know her, look, it tells me she's first tier connection, but actually I might message her and drop her a line because it's been a while since we've spoken. I know him, so I don't need to connect with him. You're looking through the last 5. And what you're looking for is people where it might say second tier connection, like this lady here. And then you might click through a profile. In fact, I'd just connect with them. I want to connect with who's viewed my profile, but here's the magic message in the connection invite. Hi, Surinder. Thanks for, I noticed you viewed my profile recently. I'm just wondering what interested you to do so, how I might be able to help. I invariably get somebody come back and say, this was the reason I viewed. Most people are out there surfing with no real strategy and they don't respond. I even had someone say, oh, I'm just looking around LinkedIn. Really? What for? What are you using LinkedIn for? I can't help but challenge people around, get clear on your strategy. So you want to be clear now. If you get to a point where you've got that many people viewing your profile, you can't keep on top of this, there might be an argument to subscribe to premium where you can then see the last 90 days of people who've viewed your profile. I would still argue that if you jumped in a few times a day for 30 seconds and screen captured, you can stay on top of it without paying for premium. There's another reason to get premium, or certainly Sales Navigator, and we'll talk about that in future videos. So you want to be perpetually building up your connections, because I said I was going to share my formula for success, and here it is. Those of you that are very techy, especially the financiers, maybe looking at this, it might drive you bonkers, but it stands for massive action times the right stuff times consistently equals results. And it's a formula because you want to be setting a target for how many connections do you want to be making per day or per week. The reason people don't get the results they want is they don't have a clear plan. Now, on average, I would expect to see about a 30% acceptance rate. It's just the way it is. It obviously depends on who you're connecting with and who you are. I see a smaller acceptance rate when people are targeting corporate CEOs. Why? Because corporate CEOs, especially now, are getting bombarded with people, and so they may or may not be that active. When we've targeted CFOs, they're not that active. Doctors, I had someone want to target. Doctors are not that active on LinkedIn, so you might see less of an acceptance rate. So I would be working on. Typically, I'm expecting about a 30% acceptance rate. So you could say, well, I'm going to send out 10 invites a day. Is that massive action? It is if you've not been sending out any. But it's times the right stuff. Let's say your connection invite is poor, your profile's poor when people look at you. And so you can send out all the invites you like, but people aren't accepting. In the same way, I can be sending out messages. It doesn't matter what marketing you're doing. Massive action times 0 equals 0. Let's say you've applied some of these videos that I've been talking about, and you understand how to connect and engage in the right way. Your profile's written so it got full of value, and you send out 10. Let's say you send out 20. By the way, never send out more than 50 invites per day. For a lot of people, that's impossible, but some people are sat there doing it. LinkedIn is scanning for volume. LinkedIn contradict themselves. We'll talk about that later, but 50 is a maximum. That's massive action. Let's say your invite's well constructed, your profile's powerful, massive action times the right stuff, and you send out 50 invites once and then you don't do it again. Massive action times the right stuff times 0 equals 0. Do not undervalue this formula for success. If you are not getting the results you want in your property, real estate investing, or your personal life, or your other businesses, have a look at this formula. Ask yourself, which of these do I need to work on? I'm touching on some of the right stuff, but if you look in the chat box down there, you'll see a link to my online LinkedIn Mastery for Property Investors course. That goes into a lot more detail around this. If you really want to be understanding the right stuff to be utilizing LinkedIn as a key part of your marketing strategy and investors strategy, then you ought to get hold of that. And if you get hold of that, give me a shout when you've got it and gone through it, and let's look at whether you've actually applied all of the right stuff. I've had property investors. I had a guy who was ex-special forces in the UK, came to me and said, I'm in overwhelming property. I don't know where to start. I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm working from home. I gave him a hard time because he was ex-SAS. But then I said, I'm only joking. I understand the transition. Doesn't matter how tough you are into working from your back bedroom, talking about wealth creation, talking about stuff, and all of the myriad of different strategies you could apply and run after as a property investor, a new property investor. He achieved top 5 performer with the Property Investors Network, my friend Simon Zucci, after a years-long mastermind program. And he came up to me and said, in part, this formula helped me. I had it on my wall in front of my laptop. And whenever I was stuck or in overwhelm, I would look at this and go, what do I need to work on? Do I need to send out more invites, more landlord letters? Do I need to knock on more doors of estate agents? Or do I need to work on the right stuff? Do I need to learn how to engage more on LinkedIn effectively? how to use all of the different strategies on LinkedIn? Do I need to learn how to create more rapport or write better marketing prose or structure things in a more sales psychological way? Do I need to get better at what I'm doing the right stuff? Or do I need to be doing stuff more consistently? Because human nature is it's easy not to. We do things for a few times and then we stop. So massive action of the right stuff consistently. How many connection invites do you want to be sending a day? How good is your profile written and your scripts and your magic messages? And are you doing it consistently? I know that's of value. Drop me some comments, let me know how you get on with it. Ask me anything you want to ask about LinkedIn. As I say, subscribe to the channel here, set your notifications so I can give you notice of other videos I'm putting out. If you know you should be using LinkedIn consistently in your business, the site's there to go and click through and look at my LinkedIn Mastery for Property Investors, and then engage with me when you've got that, because I've had clients generate dozens of acres of land deals and hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of cash investors through applying the strategies that are in there. And get the free download that's on there on the 9 points to creating a powerful personal profile. Remember, I don't care what you think about me. I have lots of people thinking about me differently. What I care about is what you go away and do. Massive action times the right stuff times consistently. Go have an awesome week and see you on the next video.